I'm a single man in my 20s, but I'm also a huge cinephile, so I'm not looking to date just anybody. I need a woman who's passionate about love and the history of filmmaking.
What is this? It looks old.
It's foundational. It's not been easy, but I think I found a solution. Birth of a Nation and Chill. A Birth of a Nation and Chill is the perfect first date to separate the girls who like movies from the women who love film. What does the phrase mean? Well, Birth of a Nation is a classic drama released in 1915, set in the Civil War from the point of view of the South, whose countless innovations in filmmaking make it probably the most important film of all time. When this came out in 1915, it basically invented modern cinema as we know it. And what are you doing?
I thought you said you wanted to chill.
And chill, of course, means discuss D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation in a relaxed, no-pressure environment.
What's up? I've got a couple beers in my room if you want to go crush one.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know why Wally's so into that old black and white movie, but I do have to say, ever since he started bringing girls over, it's been really great for me. So, I don't mind.
What is this again?
Only the first major use of parallel montage.
No, I meant the blackface.
Yeah, some people just can't see the forest for the trees.
This is making me feel uncomfortable.
No, it's challenging you. Other people just aren't ready to let themselves be challenged.
I'm sorry, are the Ku Klux Klan the heroes of this movie?
And some people just don't get the film. It takes a certain elevated mindset. You're looking at the work of the man who both originated and formalized the lion's share of movie-making syntax that we just take for granted today.
Oh, I'm a great admirer of Griffiths. I'm both drawn to and unsettled by how willing he was to take risks with his films. Stanley Kubrick.
On the other hand, no one likes a know-it-all, am I right? After a while, it was starting to look like a hopeless endeavor.
Is that a black woman being played by a fat white man?
Why is white Jesus in the middle of the Civil War?
I'm a history major, and this is literally inaccurate in every way.
Birth of a Nation and Chill. It's been a more stringent test than even I had anticipated.
Oh, absolutely.
Got more back there. It's like they're not even open to what's on the screen right in front of them. Much less open to who's on the couch right next to them. I had just about given up hope on ever finding a film lover I could spend my life with. But then I met Kelly. It's funny, just when you think that you're never going to meet somebody who sees the world exactly the same way that you do.
I've got to say, Wally, I'm impressed. I never would have thought a guy like you would be so hip to a film like Birth of a Nation.
Of course. But you're right. Almost no one in our generation appreciates a good film anymore.
I totally feel you, but this movie has so much going for it. A young black filmmaker telling the story of an unsung black hero and doing it so well that the whole world is taking notice.
What did you say?
Oh, yeah, I read some articles about it. All the awards it's been winning recently. It's so inspiring how Nate Parker worked so many years just to make this one film. He wrote it and directed it and starred in it all by himself. And now he's won the Grand Jury Prize and the Audience Choice Award at the Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah. Amazing.
How do you have a copy already anyway? I thought this wasn't going to be released for months. Is it a screener for award season?
Well, you see...
We are watching this movie, right?
I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Of course we are. It's not like you brought me here to watch that old silent film, The Birth of a Nation. Phew! Can you imagine? You know, I heard that movie is really racist.
Racist?
OMG. This movie is really racist.
Wally! Are we gonna start the movie?
We can't.
What?
You can't. I just remembered some special union rules. Only members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences can watch this screener that I totally have, by the way, for the new Birth of a Nation, not the old one, which I don't have, haven't seen, wouldn't even watch, actually, because I am not some selectively progressive film snob who blindly sings the praises of any work of art, no matter how out of touch it is or how uncomfortable it may make others, just because the generation before him deemed it important. And he needs to feel important. But he's too scared to make his own art or to try anything new. And so he instead wraps himself in the moldy yet ornate blanket of dead men's conformity.
What the hell, Wally?
Just can't watch it is all. Union rules. Rules are rules.
Okay then.
Yeah. Wow. The original Birth of the Nation is crazy racist. Do not know I didn't see that until now. It is super obvious. It's like right there on the screen, pretty much the entire running time. Just color me embarrassed. But I've learned my lesson. You know, people are too complex and diverse to be judged through the narrow funnel of our own personal experience, especially on something as utterly subjective as their opinion on your formerly favorite film. I'm not making the same mistake again. I'm on to books now.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
I'm a fan of newer movies. I don't really like old movies. I mean, I have to say that, like, Old School is up there. That's probably one of the best movies ever made, I think, for my money. I mean, Will Ferrell's, like, my favorite actor, so he can pretty much do it all. And they put Snoop Dogg in it, too, which I thought was, like, an interesting choice from, like, a directing perspective. Because you don't see that a lot, like, guys that do rapping, but they're also involved in the movie. Like, you know, I just thought that was clever. Plus, Snoop Dogg's tight. Just funny, man. Like, I want to be entertained in a movie. I don't want to come in and watch a movie where it's like, you know, it's like really old and there's no music or like any fighting in it. You know, that's good too. Like, keep my attention. That's all I want, you know.